Good morning and welcome back. Hopefully everyone is well and safe. I'm not quite sure what the last thing was I filmed because, like I said, the timeline's slightly out. I've been editing videos that were like 2 weeks ago, completely confused. But last time the van was parked just there. It's no longer there, as you can see. Green van's still here. I have done a few bits and bobs. My brown door cards are in. I put the roof lining in. This is sort of, and I've even put my seats in. So this is now obviously minus the dash and everything. Not really done anything back there. But this is now starting to take shape a little bit. And as I said, my van's no longer parked outside because she's inside. This van's now in here. As you can see, the interior is completely stripped out. In fact, the back is just full of scrap and rubbish. But this is now getting completely stripped out. As you can see, the bumper's up on there. Now, we need to do what we did to the green van and pull this engine out. Difference is we need to be a bit more careful with this because we need this engine for that van. So, I have already started doing a few bits. I did actually say to Di I forgot to film. So, I have taken quite a lot. Obviously, you can see the radiator's out, all drained. There's fluid that's mostly in buckets and whatnot. It's a nice little oil leak, but most of the slam panel's already apart. As you can see, it's so the plan is get that off and start undoing stuff and getting that monstrosity out. We did have to move quite a lot to get it into the shop yesterday because this was used as like a little storage area, and very nicely they said I could put it inside to keep me out the elements, which was nice of them. I can now be in here and also annoy Di a little bit more, which is always nice. So I'm going to set you up over there and you can watch me pull another engine. That works. So, as you've just seen, I've just managed to get this thing up in the air, and I am using axle stands before anyone says anything. It's quite nice to use one of those proper jacks. It's quite nice. But yeah, got me a nice sturdy jack. So, I didn't film too much of this because it's pretty much the exact same as what I did to that one, ripping the engine out. I took literally everything I can think apart, done undone wires to the starter. I'm trying to keep it a little bit like this. I'm trying to keep it, that's off the alternator. I'm trying to keep it sort of contained. I've tried not to undo too much because obviously this is coming straight out and it'll be going straight into that. So I'm trying to be a bit methodical about it. I've undone the clutch cable, so that's all undone. It's a bit dark in here, hang on. All of the gear linkage and everything's apart. This is all off and apart. Undone the heater core lines. I've undone pretty much everything I can think about. I know I still have got the power steering line is connected to the back of the engine, or connected to the power steering pump. I know that's still on there. That'll come off in a bit. I've got both drive shafts. They need to come out. And I think, and I've got one of the two exhaust clamps off. As you can see, it's off there. That's one of them. The other one is on the other side and I can't quite get to it, so I'm going to try and sneak up through that gap there, see if I can pop it off. It's only literally just on like that over there. Probably can't quite see. There you go. On that piece right there and one on the back. That is all off. Like I said, I've undone every pipe and wire I can think about that's... I haven't undone this one. Need to undo that one. But other than that, I can't really see anything else that's connected. But like I said, everything I can think of, this is all disconnected. Well, as you can see. But I didn't think I'd bore you with me taking every single nut and bolt out, because like I said, you've already seen it. Di's been cracking away getting that thing completely rebuilt. It needed a new engine. In fact, Di's actually just left at the minute. He's got some errands to run, but he's completely rebuilt this. The engine was knackered. He's put a new one in, completely rebuilt it up, and he needs to do the timing and whatnot on it. So Di's been over there doing that. I've been over here tackling this. Going well. But I'm going to put you back on the stand. I'm not going to be doing too much. I'm just going to be lying underneath it on the dolly, which is so much better than lying on crappy concrete like I've been doing for years. This is genuinely the nicest I've ever had to work. I'm on a nice floor. The weather's not affecting me. The lads, bless them, they were lovely. They said to bring the van in, because it was parked right, you can't quite see it because of the flare, right where that one is. And they said they were going to bring it in so I could work out the elements, which is absolutely amazing. I have made a bit of a mess of their floor. That's water, that's oil, that's power steering fluid. So I have made a bit of a mess of their floor, but I'll buy them a drink. I'm sure that'll make up for it. I am trying to clean up as I go. But this is genuinely lovely. So nice to be able to work so comfortably. I guess it's phenomenal. Anyway, enough of the chit chat. I'm going to put you over here on that. And then you can just watch me messing around with the dolly. The tool man came round today and I got me a new ratchet because, well, I keep misplacing my other one. I've only got the one. So I treated myself to a new ratchet. Anyway. Tally ho! The only thing I was doing there is using a long pry bar, because obviously as you start to turn the wheel, even though it's in gear, you can still just, and it's in gear, so there's obviously no friction to be able to undo the bolt. So nice long pry bar, nice long leverage, hold the wheel, stop it rotating, and I managed to undo them all. That's one side, well, loosen, take them out, move to the other side.
So you'll have a couple of plugs at the plug-in unit.
So, as you just seen, John very kindly took all the wiring out for me. He knows what he's doing, so he took out what needed to be taken out, and that's where it all came through. All that's apart. That's the wiring that we took out. So now, this engine, minus that power steering line, which I'll take out once it's out, is ready to be removed. So, stick you there. End of an era for the old girl.
You know, I had free torch.
And I got a free torch.
Huh? Free head torch. On the charge.
You got that one, and that little one that I had that was under the thing, I got that as well. I had that.
Wait, what do you want me to say?
I had that for free.
One, by the time I get here tomorrow, if that tarpaulin drop down to this part of the garage,
It's a nice torch as well, mind. Well, as you've just seen, I've just removed this out of here. I did have a slight issue where the... Get a torch down issue. The power steering line was getting bound up, but this flew out quite nicely. I have noticed it squirted a bit of fluid up here. I don't quite know what that was, but she is now free, completely free. In case you're wondering what the noise is, Di's just finishing that one. All systems go. But yeah, the engine is now completely free from this. So now comes the fun part of taking all the rest of the wiring out of this neatly to go into the other one. Subframe's coming out. but she is now officially engineless. And I think it's about time that I decided to give up on T4s. Yeah. It's up on the ramps now. The rust hole up there. This is all rusting out. It's all rusty.